From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Perez.
And I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Monday night.
A SWAT standoff in Plantation ending with a suspect in handcuffs. Deputies say that man barricaded himself inside a motel off State Road 7 and Northwest 3rd Street and refused to come out. Authorities used tear gas at one point and eventually took him into custody. We're told that suspect was wanted for several crimes, including a burglary in Coral Springs. No word yet on what additional charges he could be facing.
The alleged drunk driver behind a deadly Causeway crash appeared in court today. 23-year-old Jessica Fuentes is charged with DUI manslaughter and vehicular homicide. Police say her blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit when she slammed into an SUV on the Rickenbacker Saturday night, killing the passenger and seriously injuring the driver. The causeway was shut down in both directions for more than 6 hours. Fuentes' mother pleaded with the judge for leniency, saying she has a baby at home, but the judge still set her bond at $7,500.
A double shooting has a Hialeah community on edge. Police say it stemmed from an armed robbery this morning along West 64th Terrace and 2nd Avenue. Officers arrived on the scene to find 2 people shot just down the street. One victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The second victim was airlifted in critical condition. So far, no arrests have been made.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10. Broward Sheriff Gregory Tony is vying to remain the county's top cop. He's officially running for office next year. Tony was appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis back in January to replace Scott Israel after he was suspended for his leadership role during the shootings at Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International Airport, and Stoneman Douglas. The state Senate recently upheld the decision to remove Israel from office, though he was already filing for re-election.
Well, as breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online.
You can always head to our website, local10.com, for more local news coverage and updates. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.